The Trouble with URLs as Legal Citations from the Boston College Law Library. A URL, while a useful tool for the here and now, is not a very good citation. Web page content comes and goes. Changes in web page architecture result in changed URLs. But with a good citation, the item being cited to can be found again and again. This URL, cited to by Justice Alito in footnote 14 of Brown v. Entertainment Merchants Association, a 2011 U.S. Supreme Court case, used to take readers to this 404 error page chastising the justice for using such an impermanent citation as a URL. What was Justice Alito referring to? And this is how that URL looked the day I made this video. That 404 error message was replaced by another, which was replaced by this one, and it may read differently today for all we know. A universal resource locator is not a good identifier of the information that appears on that page. Page content changes. URLs themselves change as well. The Boston College Intellectual Property and Technology Forum was published from August 1999 to June 2007 at a URL with an alias of bc.edu/iptf. As of June 2007, the site moved to bciptf.org. Use of an alias allows access to some of the content from earlier web architectures through the Wayback Machine, but the best way to browse articles in the forum back to its beginning in 1997 is to use the PDF captures of the articles on Hein Online. Additionally, URLs don't convey as much information to the reader as a citation does. The URL shown here was included as a citation in a student paper. The reader can tell that the student had researched on Westlaw, but has no idea what this refers to until clicking the link brings the reader to the ALR annotation cited below this URL on this slide. Someone reading this URL has no idea what type of source is being referred to here. This very long URL clearly refers to something found on Lexis Plus and seems to refer to an administrative code. Taking the link is the only way to know this refers to the final rule in the Federal Register citation listed below. Even when a URL gives hints to what it refers to, using a URL limits the platform on which your reader can view the cited item. The URL shown here obviously links to something called Requirements Related to Surprise Billing Part 1 that appeared in the Federal Register of July 13, 2021. The same document as the URL on the previous slide, but none of the URLs in these examples work across platforms. Using the citation 86 Federal Register 36872 retrieves the same document on Westlaw, Lexis, or regulations.gov. And 11 ALR 6 525 pulls up the same annotation, whether using Westlaw or Lexis. And with these citations, the reader could even use a hard copy to read the cited source if one were available. Providing citations gives the reader a much better understanding of what you are citing to and how authoritative or persuasive it might be.